Warren Buffett has a pretty famous quote, and it goes a little something like this. Once you're in a hole that's so deep, at some point, you should stop digging. And that quote is actually true. You ever been in like a relationship with somebody and you're in too deep and you want to dig more and try to make it work? Sometimes it's best to just quit while you're ahead, whether it's a business, bad career choice, and just start all over again. But one of the things that you want to stop doing is when you're in some deep S-H-I, you know what, T? Yeah, it's probably best you stop digging. But nobody told City Girl Mayor that. She wants to keep on digging and digging and digging and digging, especially after some of these things have transpired in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Rewind! Remember, she did some political retaliation to those people who are not on her squad or team, right? And what she did was, listen, I'm not gonna renew your business licenses.
Did the FBI agents you talked to seem serious about
very serious.
your concerns?
Very serious. Very.
Lawrence Gardner owns a U-Haul rental and trucking business in South Suburban Dolton and says he went to the FBI several months ago, frustrated that the village of Dolton would not renew his business license. Gardner says he's been harassed and his business raided and shut down by Dolton police. He believes because he refused to make a donation to a civic event sponsored by Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
And I talked to a couple of agents and I explained them what was going on. I gave them all my paperwork to show them what was happening in court and what was happening in Dolton. And they told me they was investigating and they would be in touch with me.
And then we're going to lie about having the Tiffany Cares Foundation that has not been registered by the state of Illinois.
You have a charity that from the Attorney General's office is, I understand they sent a cease and desist letter to your foundation?
I don't know nothing about that. I'm not crazy. I'm not
You have
deranged.
Tiffany Henyard Cares, your foundation. So the Attorney General's office hasn't reached out to you regarding your foundation?
So I want to set the record straight. I don't have a foundation. I am a supporter of anybody that's struggling with cancer. My mom had breast cancer, and I'm always push anybody that has that. If someone uses my name to push their charity, or if you say this is Tiffany T-shirt, people gonna buy it. Because right now I'm considered what? Clickbait. People make money off of my name by views. So you just
So
say my
you
name.
don't have a you say you don't have a foundation.
I do not. And that's
Okay.
why I tell everybody, go do your research. I'm not on anything.
Then we find out you did start that foundation.
Doing that I'm really, really big on, that's dear to my heart, is I'm real big on a cancer foundation. I have created Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation, and what that entails is helping everybody within the 17 municipalities with services, such as well services and resources, such as if you need help paying for chemo, radiation, your medicine, your wigs, your prosthetic, your breasts, things of that nature, even helping you with housing.
I know we're just using clips over and over again, but if that was me, what I would do is really shut up. Like, look, they got me. Let me not make it worse on myself, because I'm definitely not going to get reelected. And now the FBI is on me and some of my messed up spending habits. They're going to find out all the weaves and sandals and all the trips I've been taking. I need to shut up. It's over. But no, that's not Tiffany Henyard. She keeps on digging and digging and digging. And now I was alerted to her Instagram, in which she's still firing back at critics. Let's go over there and check out the post.
Town hall meeting in South Suburban Dolton today as residents continue to complain about their water bills. Village trustee Tiffany Henyard said that residents keep getting errors in their bills, and they also complain about increases in water consumption for water that they have never used.
I recognize that many of you have suffered long enough, and I want to do what is within my power as your trustee to make sure these issues is never risen again in the village of Dolton.
Dolton buys water from Chicago, and trustee Henyard said Dolton is in debt to Chicago for $8 million for past due bills and penalties, and she wants an audit of those city expenses.
Now, as we go over there, and you'll see the screenshot, there is a video clip of her saying, as you can see, I've always stood up for my community. Let's read the caption. Stay music! Make sure you stay woke. I've always been the voice for the people. Remember that. Hashtag I stand with Tiff. I mean, you are Tiff, so why do you have a hashtag called I stand with Tiff? So what we should do is, let me go over to the computer and read some of these comments from her supporters, and then we'll kind of come back. So guys, you'd be surprised. She has supporters. As silly as she is, I know you don't believe me. Let's check out some of the comments. This guy here goes, "Day music, great job. Keep up the good work, Super Mayor." I mean, this is just dusty, low standards. You know, in our community, you really ain't got to do too much, right? Just show up with a new weave and some sandals and everybody love you. This lady goes, "Day music, heard you on Sway. Fantastic job. I really enjoyed the interview. I'm not from Dolton, however, I rocks with you." I mean, like, yeah, that's probably why you rock with her, because you're not from there. And, you know, you ain't over there getting, you know, things stolen from the government, and you ain't, you know, there when she's taking the whole police detail. So your ass can't be protected. Again, just silly. We have this other sister. "Storytime music, you're doing great. Keep up the good work. Let these children hate and throw shade. They just need love, Tiff." Oh my God, I mean, Lord have mercy, the black community, Jesus Christ. So just save them, Lord. Sha-ta-ta-ta. Then we have this individual. "You go, girl. We got your back, Tiffany." I mean, just, y'all just won't struggle. Now, this other brother goes, "Day music, the real note. The fakers do too, but they'd rather hate. We love you. And the Most High God is protecting you." Like, stop the show. What church do you go to? St. Ides? I mean, is it Crib Walk Jesus? "The Super Mayor, I got your back until they throw dirt on me." I mean, boy, we sure can, you know, back up the wrong thing, can't we? Boy, I tell you, if that's one thing we know how to do is back up some wrong stuff. All right, back to the video. So the main point that people are trying to say is Dolton, Illinois was in a very bad situation before she got there. They already owed the city of Chicago $8 million at that point. Nobody is attacking that position. I'm pretty sure most cities, small cities, big cities, have deficits, have problems in organization and administration. The real issue is she's made it worse. Let me talk about responsibility and accountability as a leader. A lot of politicians run on the merit of, if you elect me, such and such is going to change. The problems that we have been occurring or have been seeing, we're going to have some level of transparency. We're going to have some level of accountability, because you see, that was when she was a trustee. We've seen in the other clips when she was a trustee. Clips like this one make you believe that she's going to be a good leader.
Why you just not sending us a package at 4:46? I got that today. So that's my other issue. So we didn't even have time to digest what it is you're stating here. But yeah, y'all throw it in front of us and get upset when we go against what you're saying, but we don't even know because we didn't read it. You just sent it to us. So why? We talked about all this. We're supposed to get better, but y'all study doing the same thing. Like, okay, trustees, we need y'all to vote on it now. Okay, we're gonna send it to y'all right before the board meeting. I know y'all didn't read it, but we need y'all to just vote yes. No, it don't work that way. Y'all supposed to give us stuff on Thursday so we can digest it, understand it, and come up with other options.
Oh yeah, that's right, because she's on that mayor's behind, right? What she's not gonna tell you is she double crossed that mayor and they both ran on the same ticket. Then she double crossed him and became his biggest enemy because she wanted his position. She got with some other people, you know, Kiana Belcher and them, Jason House and them, and then it was against that mayor, and then she turned on them also. The reality is this: you've always stood up for yourself, not the city of Dolton. That's why you have a hashtag called I Stand With Tiff, because it's always about you. And again, people like her, people like Fannie Willis, you would think they have some kind of intellectual ability to know, like, damn, my political career is about to be over, or I might be going to prison, or I'll never have another opportunity as a public servant. The salaries I have now, in like 2 years, I won't have anything unless I start, Buddha Club sounds, doing those kind of videos or have my own podcast. She doesn't get that. In her mind, in her delusional mind, nothing that she's doing is wrong. The taxpayers and the exploitation of, using the police detail for her own needs or using the Chevy Tahoe leasing, that don't matter. Because in her mind, what did she do wrong and who are you to check her? It just continues. And this kind of attitude has been permeating through a lot of Black America, especially with what I've been seeing with some ladies there that have mayors. Mayor Cantrell in New Orleans. You had Monique Owen out there in East Point, Michigan. There was the Mosby attorney out there in Baltimore. I feel like I can do whatever I want, and who gonna check me? Not to mention Fannie Willis. The reality always has been this, Tiffany. You are selfish, self-aggrandizing. You don't care about the community. You are untalented, so you use the community to be able to get what you want. If you look at Tiffany Henyard prior to this, and if you can hear her reading, it doesn't seem like she's the most educated person in the world, because she's not. She never graduated college. She was never successful in any business. She didn't do anything in the private sector. Nothing that she did was ever good. The first taste of money was Mayor Dolton using taxpayers' money and Thornton Township supervisor. Before then, she never had anything. She was broke. All right. Her business failed. It went out of business. She had a hamburger restaurant and she was dusty. She doesn't have any skills. People, they have to use resources from others to get what they want because they can't produce it on their own. And you're going to see after this mayoral period, when she's done being the mayor, she'll be back broke and dusty and, trying to find a way to get into somebody else's good graces to use them too. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shay Dude Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do, serve the bell. We're out.